Hi, hi. Pleased to be in your presence again. Andy here. Just following up on some of the questions, or one of the main questions that uh, I've been getting. But before I do, I want to say that I am not here to convince anyone. I am not here to play I know it all. And I am not here to tell anybody what to believe. You have a mind of your own. We live in the age of information, the age of Aquarius, the man bearing water. And that water signifies information, frequencies, vibrations that the earth is assisting us in. So, do your research, find your own truth, and the truth will be revealed to you. Right. So, the number one question I've been asked is, what can we do? How can we make a difference in this reality? Well, to change anything at all, we need to change ourselves. And there's a saying that if you cannot change your mind, you cannot change anything else. So, in my opinion, this is where we need to start to change ourselves. When you change the way you view things, your perception changes. And this is what these governmental fucks, as I call them, governmental fucks. They have a hold on your perception. So you control perception, you control reality. Simple as that. And this is what they have been doing for so long. So how can we stop them? How can we make a change? Well, first, we need to review the systems that they themselves have put in place to have us where we are now. The system that I've been talking about for so long, the man-made systems, religion, politics, mainstream education, mainstream media. These are the tools that they use to have us dumbed down. And if you look at through time, they have used these tools to separate us. They must have racial division, it must have religion division, political party division, and the media pumps this into our mind so that we could so that society could be dissected, divide and rule. So what they have used these systems for so long, and now in this COVID-19 pandemic, they put a hold on all these systems that they themselves created. Why? Because they know society became dependent on these systems that they put in place. So how can you damage a society? Well, you put systems in place, and when people get dependent on the systems, you put a stop to the systems. So people don't know anything else. They don't have any idea about anything else. So the systems that they depended on are now put on a halt. So they can't go any further. They don't know anything. So they will depend on the governmental fucks to give them a solution. So this is where we are now. We are at a place where they themselves put a stop to the system that they put in place. What can we do? Well, in my opinion, to make a change, as I said earlier, we need to start with ourselves. And this will help us to be part of the silent revolution that is happening. Don't ask yourself, what can I do? little me. You are not a little me. This is what the systems want you to think, that you are a little me. You are not a little me. You are all that is and can ever be. All possibilities. Infinite consciousness. You're just narrowed down into a body vessel that limits us to 5 senses. But we can achieve 5 senses and beyond. I have achieved that through meditation, and so can you. So changing how we view the world and how we view the systems can help us to make a difference. Simply by the same systems that they put in place and now to put a halt to, you yourself can put a halt to it when it comes back online. Because after this COVID-19 has blown over, somewhere in September, they actually have a date for the virus to blow over. Madness. So when the systems fall back into place, what can we do is put a halt to the systems ourselves. I, for one, never believe voting made a change. They already know who they want to be the front man to do their evil bullshit. And no matter who wins an election, and they're not going to win an election. They are given an election. So it doesn't matter who is given this election, the government still wins. The government never changed. The government are these evil elite people that are running the world. They are the government. In my country, Rowley or Kamala, or in the States, Trump, or the Obama, Bushes, they are just the front men. Never mind Rowley and Kamala. They have no clue what's going on. They have to follow in what these bigger heads telling them what to do. So they're just following Mother Duck anywhere they're going. So what we need to do is put a halt on the system, like voting. Voting is a main one, where you have the illusion that you making a difference. You're not making a difference. You're just taking part in their whole big scam to make you think that you have a say. You don't have a say. You never did. So I'll just use that aspect, the voting aspect, because as long as they could sell you illusion and make you feel that you actually have a say and making a difference, they know you will be contented with that. And the question is, are you? You are now taking part in a system where you don't have any say in any of the rules that is going down, and you have to comply. And if you don't, they will use their military to sort you out if you don't follow or conform. And then what? So this is a system that have been going on for so long. And basically my answer to what can we do is to do things differently. If you do today what you did yesterday, you'll only get today what you got yesterday. If you want something you never had before, be willing to do something you never did before, and you will have a different result. We vote over and over and we keep getting the same result. Do something different now. I bet you you're going to have a difference. So that's my take on what can we do. It may seem simple. I might make it sound simple. It's something I know is a lot of work to put in. But it starts with you making a change. That is where it starts. The reason that they're doing all these things is, one, we know they want to crash the economy to bring in their agenda, the electrical money and the one world government and all these things. With regards to things I spoke of, with regarding the reptilian race, the Archons, that the Gnostic people talk about in the past. They want to merge realities, and frequencies is a good way to merge reality. This is why they're using 5G. Pretty soon you're going to see a lot of holographic things in the sky or all over the place because of frequencies. They could bring things from other dimensions into your dimension. And this is their game. They want to merge a lower level dimension with ours, which I call the reptilian, archontic, evil dimension. They want to merge that with ours using frequencies and their main religion, which is Satanism. Satanism isn't different from Christianity, Hinduism, Islam. It's all religion. It's all religion. Right? So this is one of their agenda, to merge the realities. And to divert your attention, they start playing the pointing finger games, where we had a video circulating that America is, and the CIA and NSA and whoever is pointing fingers at China for monitoring and censoring and using their technology to spy on people. This sounds quite familiar. Wasn't that what Facebook and Obama was doing, and Edward Snowden exposed them? Isn't that so? Now they're playing the pointing game at China. Yes, it is happening in most countries, but you need to remember that they are not the native people of the land not doing this. There's the one world government that has settled in each country, each major country. They are the ones that are doing this, the one world government. Because it doesn't matter if you are a Chinese man in China, as long as you are part of this one world government, the global cult, it doesn't matter which country you're from. You have to do what their agenda is. So if they say spy on the people, spy on the people. That's what they want, basically. So it doesn't mean that the Chinese people is doing this, right? And if you look at the American flag and you look at the European Union flag, you would have a clear picture as to who is running the European Union. I'm talking about the old American flag, and look at the European Union flag now. A rock could figure it out. So to divert their attention and start playing this pointing the finger game at other countries. Another thing they're doing is focusing on the deaths on COVID. What about the other stats? The common cold stats, the AIDS stats, the SARS, the bird flu stats? What about people who kidnapping children stats? The children that hunger in a world of plenty stats. What about these stats? Pay attention, people. They want all your attention because they have a hold of your perception. So now they can control your thinking. But what about these other things? What about the other stats? People hunger in a world of plenty. Africa alone could feed the world for 100 years and more, yet they hunger most. Why? Because this is planned. It is planned this way. One more thing before I go. You are a unique expression of consciousness. You can be, or you are, whatever you choose to be. Don't let society or media, religion, education, or any of these bullshit systems tell you who you are. If you are looking at the world right now and you realize that something is wrong, speak up. Speak up. Even if your voice shakes, speak up. Because this is the awakening happening in you. Every mass awakening, they had a war because this COVID thing is a war on society by the elites. They don't want rich, middle class, and poor. They just want rich and poor now. Every mass awakening, they put things in place to bring us down, because when you are pressured, when you are traumatized, you cannot receive that awakening energy from the cosmos, because your mind is full of thoughts, and thoughts are our building blocks, or it can pull us down. When your mind has less thoughts in it, you are able to intake more cosmic energy, and this cosmic energy has the awakening spirit and information in it. So meditate. Don't think too much about the COVID, because it's a planned agenda that they want to put in your head. And I don't want to keep the video too long, but be who you are. If you realize that there's something that needs changing in society, you be the first to change it. Don't wait for somebody else. You can do it. One ripple, one pebble can make 100 ripples. So don't ask yourself, what can I do? You can do a lot. Change one person's mind, and that's a start, right? So until next time, peace and love, and keep sharing the knowledge. Be who you are. Don't let these governmental fucks fuck with your brain. You are a unique expression of consciousness. You are all that is and can ever be. So until next time, peace and love. Bye.